When I was little, I used to daydream about making games, how I wanted to make the next Contra or Golden Axe. But I had one issue. My art really sucked. I found it very hard to translate my ideas from my head into drawings. I had a lot of trouble choosing colors, painting forms, or even creating simple compositions. Everything looked so flat and it just didn't look good. This was a common issue I had growing up, having great ideas, but lacking the skills to turn them into reality. And I always assumed that to become an artist, you need to be born with a natural talent for making art. Growing up, I realized that this was not true at all. Let's take a look at it this way. Remember the first time you were playing video games, holding a controller and getting frustrated with the controls. I was messing up the jump and attack buttons, and especially when I was playing Street Fighter, I was just smashing buttons all over the place and accidentally doing something cool. When you give it some time and practice, you slowly start playing better. You can create combos and special attacks with ease. And every day you discover a new trick to finish the level faster and even defeating boss without taking any hits. The same thing can happen with anything really, including practicing art. Especially when you start painting and you don't like anything you do. But slowly with practice, you start getting better and better. If you really want to get a dose of inspiration, check out PewDiePie's art challenge. By the end of it, you can't tell he was an amateur and couldn't draw well when he started. All he did was just kept consistent and kept painting every single day. There are many ways you can approach training yourself to be a better artist, and I will share with you the tips that worked for me when I started out. One of my biggest issues was I wanted to do everything all at once, and this made me fail so many times. So after months of not progressing, I decided to take a step back and started to focus on the one thing that brought me joy. Everyone have this different thing that is appealing for them. You might like to draw anime or even do anatomy. For me, I really like drawing monsters and dark fantasy settings. So tip number one is to find a thing that you enjoy and paint it a lot. And paint one thing at a time until you feel confident. This helps you improve gradually and won't overwhelm your brain by trying to do everything at once. The next thing is limiting your choices. We're at an age where everything is so abundant. There's so many programs. And for each program, there are thousands of brushes to pick from. When I started painting, I was overwhelmed by the amount of brushes. I went from making my own to downloading packs daily, and it was just getting out of hand. Until I found out that one of my favorite artists was doing everything with the basic brush. It really piqued my interest as he simplified the process. And surely having all these brushes can make things easier, but learning how to do a certain effect with the regular brush makes you a versatile and might even give you an edge over your craft. And that brings me to the next tip. Keep it simple. When you find something that works for you, double down and make it really work for you. This will help you discover your style and give you a huge boost to your confidence. And that also brings a point where finding an artist that you resonate with not only will help you learn quicker, but it will help you understand form, color, and composition. Since you'll be naturally mimicking some of their good practices that made them good to begin with. And I'm not saying copying them, but rather study how they do what they do. And the next one might not seem very obvious, but don't pressure yourself when you're starting out. Remember, everyone goes through periods where they don't see improvements for months. And it's important not to give up during these times. The more you practice, the more drawings will become second nature to you. Push yourself to draw as much as you can and keep striving to get better every day. It's very normal to take a few step backs occasionally. You might create an amazing piece today, and the next day your art might not look as good. This is all part of the learning process, and this will help you become more resilient. And the last one is using references. Many people think that you should create everything from memory, but using references can teach you a lot about maintaining form and understanding good composition. Bottom line, using references help you create more accurate and compelling art. So keep practicing and don't be hard on yourself. And if in doubt, use a reference to get you back on track. With time and effort, you'll see significant progress in your art. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you're interested in optimizing things and becoming better, I've created a new Discord server for like-minded people who wants to take this journey to the next level, and you can find it in the links below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like and a comment. It will really help me with the algorithm and help the channel grow. If you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this video as well. Thank you so much, and remember, just Take it one day at a time, and I'll see you in the next video.